If you've heard of the Alexander technique, you've probably heard the words inhibition and direction. These are two of the core concepts that the Alexander technique is based on, and in this video I'll explain what they are, demonstrate how they are used, and give you some ideas about how you can apply them. I'm Pete Robinson from movementandposture.com. I'm an Alexander technique teacher, and I release new videos each Sunday based on questions that I receive from my students on my courses or from comments on these YouTube videos. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and ding the notification bell. Inhibition is the choice to not respond to a stimulus in our habitual way. The stimulus can be anything from the simplest movements through to the most complex activity. It's a mental skill which allows us to break habits, stop repeating the same mistakes, and have the chance to choose new responses. To illustrate this concept, if I choose to use my laptop, this stimulus triggers a whole pattern of habits in me. Some of those habits will be useful as they include any skill I've developed in using my laptop. But some of these habits are less useful and possibly even harmful. If I decide that I'd like to improve the way I use my laptop, because maybe I'm finding it uncomfortable or I just know that my posture is bad, then in the Alexander technique we inhibit the response to the idea of using the laptop. The idea is to give ourselves a blank canvas to work out what we want to happen when we use the laptop and what we don't want to happen. If I try to make changes to the way I use the computer without first inhibiting, I'm less likely to be successful because I've already activated the bad habits. So by inhibiting, I come to a complete stop and then have the chance to make some real changes. These changes are called directions. Directions are priorities or instructions that we consciously decide to maintain while carrying out an activity. They are designed to use our conscious minds to override any unconscious habits so that better postures and movements can be found. Applied to the laptop example, I could decide to leave myself balanced upright in the chair with my head aligned over the support of my sitting bones. I could decide to leave my neck free and my head balanced on top of the spine. I could choose to let my body expand upwards and outwards rather than compressing and tightening. And I can decide to let my hands extend out of my back rather than tightening my shoulders and pulling my body downwards. Then, sticking to all those directions, I would move my hands to the laptop and start work. If I'm any good at inhibiting and directing, I'll then experience the movement happening consciously without my old habit, which will allow a more natural movement pattern to return, which will hopefully feel lighter, more balanced, and more free. Simple. If you get the chance to work one-on-one with an Alexander technique teacher, they'll guide you through this procedure using their hands and verbal instructions to give you the experience of the new, improved movement. But it's definitely possible to get a feel for it by yourself, at least at a basic level. To get started, have a try at this exercise. Next time you're having a cup of tea or coffee, watch yourself in the mirror and try to spot any habits. If, for example, you spot that you bend your neck, bringing your head forwards and down rather than the cup up towards your mouth, then decide to work on that habit. So hold the cup but use inhibition. Completely stop. Don't let any of your habits start to work. Then use direction. Think of your head releasing away from the feet up towards the ceiling. Don't move the head, but just be really certain that the head is going in that direction, not forwards and down towards the cup. Really put some energy into the decision to leave your head releasing away from your feet and raise the cup up to your mouth and drink. Did you manage to drink without your head pulling forwards and down? If you did, then congratulations. You've successfully applied Alexander technique, inhibition and direction. Work your way through all the other videos on this channel, like and subscribe, and get some lessons with a qualified teacher. If you didn't manage it and the habit's still activated, then you need more help. Work your way through all the other videos on this channel, like and subscribe, and get some lessons with a qualified teacher. If you study Alexander technique, you'll find that this process refines and expands so that you can make really fundamental changes to the way that you move and how you experience your life. I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, comments or suggestions for other topics you'd like me to cover, then drop me a line below. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.